All right, folks, we are back. Thank you for sticking with us. I appreciate your patience. Truly do. My name is Jason, and we are To The Point Streaming. We are back live at the Great Western Shootout. Great Western New York Shootout. This is a men's AA cricket. This is still the winner's side. And they are off and running already after an extensive warm-up. But we do appreciate that. Give us a chance to reset the internet. And I hope things are running smoother on your side because they certainly are on ours. And thank you for that. And this is Thomas. We're seeing him in the streaming corral very often this weekend. He shot some superb darts. And there's nothing wrong with that visit right there, answering that 60 points over on the 20s. This is Vito. Yeah, Vito trying to work on the 17s. Not able to do it. They're closing down the 19s, though, so shut that door for him. Which means Logan's going to go back up at the 18s now. It's a solid 5 mark right there. You'll call it, Tommy. You'll need some 20s. Yeah, it just needs to hone it in. Everything's kind of floating off to the left a little bit right now. And that's some good darts. Unfortunate on that last one, but Robert successful on the 18s. Vito putting some points on the board. He's going to need a little bit more points if he can. Tries to swing over and close the 18s, but he still finds himself behind in points, if only by 7. So Logan steps up here. He's going to increase that point lead. He's going to stay. Now he closes down to 20s. Very good dart. Goes back to the 18s. Puts another 18 on the total. 43-point difference now. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Please share out the feed. Let's get the viewers that these players definitely deserve. Not just the top level. This is obviously Cricket A. This is the top level that we have with us this weekend, but all the way down through the levels. Some spectacular play, a lot of sportsmanship, and quite frankly, just fun to watch. And look at that white horse. Boom. My compadre Sean. Solid white horse right there. All right, so Logan's going to step back up. He's in the commanding seat right now. He's looking at bulls. Another 2 of those. We're going to go to game 2. One more. And there it is. Let's go to game 2, ladies and gentlemen. As Lawless is going to take the first match. Here you go, buddy. I'm going to switch seats with you. Yeah, I bet. All right. Well, I got a treat for you folks at home. As we welcome to the mic, Mr. Sean Green. Sean, welcome back, sir. How are you?
I'm doing okay. I just figured, I started at 1 yesterday. That was when my shift started, and I thought I got lost, okay? Yeah. This is Tommy.
Yeah, we got a great match going on right here.
Is this B or A?
A.
I thought so. Tommy is kind of on that precipice there.
Yep. I know that feeling well. To be honest with you.
Mm-hmm. This still winter side?
Yep.
Nice. So they're rolling. It's always good to see that. As Rob steps up. As you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the war of attrition on a Sunday at one of these tournaments is definitely a real thing. And I know the Philly legend ended up getting second place. Hey, this is well earned by me, you know. Got second place last night in singles. Lost to some guy named Mike Porterfield. But that was like 3:30 in the morning or something like that when you guys finished up. But I think that the greatest decision I've ever made in my life is getting in on this pool to split the winnings of whatever we get. Insane. $4. And hey, $4 is a lot more valuable than my personality, which is what I contributed. You just bring me along for the humor. All right, Tommy stepping up. Game number 2. Winner side. Tommy's better half is Cheyenne Richards. They now currently reside in Texas. Rob with a big 7 mark. As Lawless continues to do the work. Let's see what Vito can do. I like how smooth this throw is, but unable to capitalize on it. And Vito almost biffed it. But Logan Jensen, great round there. And Tommy only 2 16s. He's on a 175 in this leg, and that's a situation where everyone's been there. He is a 3-8 to 4 shooter, but wires are wires, and attrition is attrition. They obviously have rolled through the winner side up to this point. Good round from Vito. He's trying to keep him in this, throwing a 4.2. But if Logan does what he did last round, this could be a dart on the last one to also get the point lead. A dagger of a 22-point lead. We'll see what Tommy can do. Going right at the bull. And I don't like the switch after, but at the same time, there's nothing else you can really do. This is miles to go before they sleep, and Rob's going to step up needing 3. Gets 2 of the 3. Vito needs 4 bowls to get the point lead, and that's where for Tommy, he's going to kick himself a little bit that he did not stay on the bowls on the first 2, because if he hits 2 and Vito just hit 2, they now have the point lead at least, and he puts a little bit more work on Logan, but Logan takes it out. And as that one finishes up, we're going to head right on over to the ladies. And this is going to be a ladies A division match. And give me 1 second. Bear with me while I pull up CompuSport. I am mistaken in a shocking way. This is the women's B. Annette Dempsey and Tanya Geringer versus Kathleen Johnson and Kayla Roselle. Nope, I didn't mean to do that. The actual other team name, which is... All right, as I'm going to check out where they're at in this match before I update that scoreboard. But no matter what, if this is leg number 1, it's going to a second leg, and if it's leg number 2, it's going to a last leg decider. It is game number 1. Great win in that first leg. So to make sure that's a 1-0 lead for Moose Ones. The team of Tanya and Annette. This right here is going to be Kayla that just shot there, or Katie, one of the two. All right, Moose One's up 1-0. Seeing what they can do in this leg. Great triple on dart 2. Oh, can't quite find the third one. And usually I take pride in the fact that I remember players that have played on stream this weekend, if they've already played. And I know that 3 of these ladies have not, as far as I know. But I know one of them has that I actually did commentary on. And I'm kicking myself that I'm not sure. I think that's Kate that's wearing the hat. Actually, I know for a fact that's probably Kate wearing that. Now that I think about it. So Kate stepping up for K squared. Gets 2 of them as we look at where they're at in the bracket here. The queen seat of this level is already set, and that is not conducive on my phone to actually look at that. So this is our 5th, 6th on the loser side for the women's Cricket B division. Kayla stepping up. Down in points, trying to look at the 17s. Throws into the 19 on dart 3. So, happy little accident, I'm sure. Kate unable to get the point lead back, but she's throwing the 3.0 in this leg. Kayla just got to pick it up just a little bit. And actually, I know that 2 of these ladies have at least played on stream before, which is going to annoy me even more. That's going to be Tanya. There's Kayla. Does some damage there. So Kayla putting some pressure on. A little bit more than was before. Oh. You good? Oh, are you good? All right, ladies and gentlemen, sorry about that. You got to watch out for wires when you're back here in the streaming area, and you almost did it again. You haven't been a live streamer unless you've tripped over some wires before. And I'm not going to say who it was this time, but it was somebody that is a part of our team, and it might have been me. That might be why I stopped talking, but we'll never know. All right, let's see what Kate can do. Needs a lot of 15s. Gets 3 of them. Not going to be quite enough. And Moose Ones is in control. Going to stay in control if you get rid of that 15. There you go. Let's see where she looks on dart 3. I'm okay with the bowl shot there. I would have been okay with points. You got Kayla stepping up here now. A couple bowls goes a long way. Even if she closes the 2 numbers, that would be huge. But that bowl is also well done. Someone is right next to our camera on the side of the corral, unaware that they're touching the tripod. And that's the other fun thing about this tournament, as we're hearing Johnny Lee talk about blind draw, random blind draws getting set up, is that there's always really something to do. Even if you're out of the tournament, there's going to be those random pop draws. Again, this is open to anyone. You do not need to be a Knox Amusement player to play in the Knox Amusement 10th annual Western New York Shootout. Just have to have stats or be trustworthy. And there's the win. Moose Ones gets the job done 2-0. Great darts from them. And it looks like we have a match already going on board 1. I know that's CJ. So let me find them. I'm going to guess they're going to be in Cricket B. This is where I try to see how well I actually know the players that I've seen before. Ooh, that C division's huge. They are moving along quick. There we are. This is a winner side match, a big winner side match. Andy Pohl and CJ Braden. CJ's going to have the long, beautiful flowing hair. I don't know why I'm putting in names. That's crazy. Sandbaggers 2.0. And they're taking on Fire and Ice. Mike Strack and Tim Rogier. This is a winner side match. Top 4 on the winner side. So the winner of this one goes to the King Seat match. The loser goes to the 7th, 8th spot, if I'm not mistaken. No, it's the 5th, 6th spot. Excuse me. CJ. 1 mark there from CJ. We're going to see the response. Second dart was a bounce out, and it looked pretty good. Only 1. Let's see what Andy can do. Only a single 19, so not taking advantage of too much there. CJ gets 2 marks to just extend the point lead out, but misses the trip 18. And these are great darts. Great darts. Andy with a good last dart, just to catch it and take back control. I like the Fire and Ice team. They have jerseys that are very Fire and Ice looking. If you're going to miss by 2, but not when that one's closed. CJ needs a big triple. Not going to find it. An opportunity. I know there's been a debate out there that I've had with players and co-commentators, especially co-commentators that are also dart players like Gordon Dixon, where they don't want to see their partner sitting down at any point in time. That being said, in this situation, with the older gentleman on the team, that's something he's going to probably just do as a player. It's not like he's not doing that and giving off that he's not trying as much or tired or not as invested, which is what it kind of comes off as for some of those players that do that in big situations. That's going to be how he does his thing. 100%. CJ gets rid of those 18s first dart. Going to 17s. Good 4 mark from CJ. This is the C division of the men's doubles cricket, the premier event here in Batavia, New York, at the 10th annual Western New York Shootout, brought to you by Knox Amusement. Sean Green of To The Point Streaming on the comms. It always is a pleasure to be here. Always an honor, honestly, to be asked to be here every year and display this great tournament and show off these great players from upstate New York and surrounding areas. that might not travel as much as some. And this tournament also always brings out a lot of great talent. Oh, three single sevens, or three sevens. And the opening is here now for Fire and Ice. Walking right through that door. And hits the trip 15. What a transfer. Big 7 mark at the right time. Leg number 1, Fire and Ice in control now. After the 7 mark. Let's see how Tim responds. He is following in his opponent's footsteps there of CJ in the last throw. And CJ stepping up. He's only 9 points down. Does get that point lead. You see the nod of approval from Andy back there. Andy continuing to keep that point lead. Now there's only 2 wedges still open to be pointed by Mike and Tim. One more for the point lead. That's a big dart. It does not take winning darts out of the hands of CJ, though. 6 marks needed, and that's a good start. Now you can go for the win. He stayed on the bullseye, and I will never, ever, ever, ever understand that, especially with a third dart there that he went back to the 16s. That's a strategical error. After you hit that first bowl, especially a double, that is an extra bonus dart. Now's the time to get rid of your opponent's numbers, right? And he waited until dart 3 to do that, which is not the best. And Andy going to... Oh, he's going to be so upset for not hitting the fat single 16. But does get that point lead back by 6 points. And 3 bowls is always seems like the most difficult thing to hit at the end of a cricket leg. It doesn't matter how great you are at 0-1 with bowls. Cricket bowls are just a little bit different. Winning dart still for CJ. Not anymore. Does happy little accident get rid of the 16s. And hits that double on dart 3. This is there's a lot of pressure being put on by Andy and CJ. And how often do you see the comeback happen on the bowls versus the wedge? 27-point lead. Trip 15 for the win. Oh, just above the wire. Good-looking dart. Had a leg dart. Did not hit it. How many more will you get? It's never guaranteed. Mike adjusted the wrong way there on dart 2. And not able to do anything on dart 3. So 3 single 15s for CJ seems way easier said than done. Unless you're CJ, and then it's real simple. As leg number 1 goes to Sandbaggers 2.0. Fire and Ice will get the start here in leg number 2. Again, this is a top 4 match on the winner side for the men's C doubles. As we are joined once again by the Philly legend, Mr. Tim Neal. Tim, how's it going, bud?
What's going on, man?
Not a whole lot. How's thank you, sir. How's everything going with doubles?
We're on the loser side, but we still have opportunity.
Yep.
My fault.
One thing that I love about you as a partner, whenever that happens, is that I know you don't have to say that, because you don't have to say that because I know you would say that. It doesn't matter if you actually shot a 6.0. You're going to think about the fact that you didn't shoot a 6.2, and that's
well, in the second leg, I shot stupid, and we overcame it.
Yep.
And then I needed a double bull, triple 19, triple 16 to win. Double bull, triple 19, throw the triple 16, it's going dead center and just drops and hits a triple 7. Like on the wire, on the triple 7. I'm like, no way. And in the third leg, they got up in front of us, and we were just chasing. And you can't chase Porterfield.
Yeah. Yeah, if he's out in front, he can run real quickly.
So, it is what it is. But regroup, and then just go back after it.
Yep.
Said the next match is going to be really easy. It's either going to be my partners from Friday or Klein and his partner. So
Okay.
Baumgartner. So
It's not gonna get any easier.
Again, way easier, right?
It'd be weird that you start off the weekend playing with Steve and Justin, and then
Knock them out.
yeah,
That'd be fun.
you end it with knocking them out. A reminder, folks, this is the Cricket Doubles. It is the premier event for the weekend at the Western New York Shootout. There is mixed doubles today starting at 4:30. I need you guys to know that event does not matter to us on a streaming setup. We will be not doing that one. A lot of different reasons, but
it does matter in the MVP
yes
race. So,
and that's the one thing that we have to leave early, guys. We have to get on the road. We have an 8-hour drive back, and that's if things run smoothly.
yeah.
We have yet to have an 8-hour drive back.
No.
2 years ago, it was a 14-hour drive back, and it just we're not complaining about that aspect of it. And then it's also it's going to be Martin Luther King Jr. Day tomorrow. I know my kids are going to be home, so Tim, I know you're going to have to deal with that as well.
Yep.
And
I'm sure Beckham's got practice too, because they don't take off. There's no off days in wrestling.
Nope.
I'm sure he's enjoying the weekend, having the vehicle and driving around all weekend.
I'm sure he is too.
Him and his best friend fixed my rear brakes, so that was cool.
Nice. So it was worth it. They earned it.
I had to pay for it. I had to pay them, but
Oh. That's ridiculous. You should have paid him in having access to the car and be grateful.
yeah, no. Well, his best friend, he's a good kid, and he was doing me a favor because I wasn't getting out there in the cold and doing it. I thought about it. Like, I had all the parts. I was like, I'm going to go out and do it. And then I went, nah, I ain't doing it.
Yeah. That's saying a lot because, for those who did not know Tim, you will never see him in pants unless he's playing a CDC event, and he has to.
I only wear pants if I'm forced to.
Yep.
Weddings, funerals, and CDC events. And work.
And temperature does not matter whatsoever to him.
It wasn't even that. It was, I didn't want to get all the tools out and drag them outside. Like, it had nothing to do with the weather.
Yeah.
said it was just, I was like, you know what? He's a good kid. He deserves the money. I'll let him do it.
I like how that's how you looked at it. You're like, it's a favor for him, really.
Yeah.
At the end of the day.
And know my luck, I would have dropped something on my hand right before I'm supposed to shoot darts, and yeah, better let the youngins do it. It's a good learning experience for my son.
There you go. I can tell you that I have changed brakes with a buddy one time where he showed me how it's done. If you offered me $1 million if I was able to do that and the way that he showed me and all that stuff, there's no way I would have figured it out. I would have lost that $1 million. So that being said, I can clean I can change a mean tire in a short amount of time.
Yeah. Now I always do my own brakes. Like anything that I can do in my driveway.
Yep.
I do it. I'm not afraid to hop on YouTube, watch a video, and go, I can do that, and then go do it. But
I'm usually not either. I'm just not that type of a dude.
I'm
know?
YouTube certified in a lot of things.
There you go.
Plumbing, appliance repair.
Yep. Live streaming.
They don't have a YouTube tutorial on how to win an argument with your wife, though.
No.
I can't find that.
That's because no one would ever put out a video of that. The ladies would never do that, right?
Yeah.
And then no man who has a wife is going to have any chance of doing that without dying. So makes sense that wouldn't exist. Also, impossible. You know how you win an argument with your wife? You say, you're right. Because the only thing you can say that will throw them off enough to where you can win that argument.
Nope, I got
What
a board.
a round there from Andy.
Sorry for hijacking the chat
Oh,
or commentary.
it was great to have you on for a couple minutes.
I'll be back.
Hey, shoot well, bud. There's the Philly legend, Tim Neal, going to try and add to that legendary status by hopefully connecting with Gino to throw some dynamite darts. CJ for the win, gets it done. So they go to the king seat. Sandbaggers 2.0, living up to the nickname right now. And we have a winner side on the men's A double side of things. And that one features the team that we just saw in the A division taking on the great duo of Canadians in Darcy Trenholm and Elmer Kempt. And boom goes the dynamite there for Darcy. That is now twice this weekend that I have switched over to a Darcy match, and right away he throws a 9 mark. I'm Sean Green, joined by the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jason Ives. How you doing, bud?
Not bad, sir. Not bad at all. Even though I hit on the wrong band, I'm not doing bad at all. I appreciate you, Sean, doing a fantastic job as usual.
Listen, it's the least I can do when it's my fault. It's not my fault. You left me alone for a couple minutes once I got down here, and I wandered, and that's all that needed to happen. But a big victory there. So we got to see a little bit from Elmer and Darcy, but they get the job done. I think that 9 mark from Darcy there at the end really solidified that. And I know that we're going to have another match coming up over here at some point, but now's the time to actually take a short break as soon as you get on the mic, Jason.
Yeah, well, that's the story of my life right there, sir.
But we are having a blast. We were going to bring you the conclusion of the doubles cricket. All levels, we'll talk about them at least if they're not on the stream, but thank you so much for joining us. Sean Green, the Philly legend, Tim Neal is playing right now, and the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Jason Ives. To the Point Streaming will be right back from Batavia, New York, right after this. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Sunday Fun Day here at the Knox Amusement 10th Annual Western New York Shootout. I'm Sean Green of To The Point Streaming, bringing you this fantastic Sea Cricket men's doubles king seat match. And it features players that have played on our streaming board often enough this weekend to where they're kind of used to it, and Andy and CJ. And then on top of that, you have the team of Brad and Jason. Jason's also known as Junior. This is going to be Brad right here. On the other board, that will be going kind of simultaneously. We'll see which one finishes first. But that is the men's doubles cricket. It's a 9th through 12th place match. So the king seat match is going to take precedent over that. But that is James Jacob and Kent Snyder taking on Albie and Zach Gilbert. James Jacob and KJ taking on Albie and Zach. So that one's going on the other board. We will jump over to that at the conclusion of this one. And that's a wide open round from Junior. Good darts there. Not quite enough. With CJ and Andy shooting a 4 and a 5 right now. And a good last start there from CJ. It's interesting that the Sandbaggers 2.0 have been in a lot of finals and king seat matches. Oh, man. Open round on the wires. Hit all the triples besides the one he was shooting for. And CJ now, he can throw the last start at the 18s too, but he's going to go back to points. More of a frustration decision, but if they're going to be frustrated about a decision, points is always a win. Let's see what Junior can do. Trying to just stay with the buzzsaw right now that is Andy, who has been throwing well all weekend long. I will tell you how much I loathe entirely that first start, but kisses it off that marker, I guess, and finds the double 18 on last. I will always be a proponent that if you have more than one dart remaining and you're going for the close, you do not need to shoot a double. And if you think back to all the times that you've shot at the double with 2 darts remaining, and then you've missed closing the house and then got punished for it, well, you should not be surprised. Just a steady 3-mark close there from CJ. They don't have to do any more than that now. The pressure is all on Junior and Brad. And the king seat match is, of course, timing-wise, the worst time to shoot a 2 and a 2-2. And I guarantee you, 1,000,000%, this is the worst leg these guys have shot. And I can say that with extreme confidence because it's the C level, which is not a level that you can just be off on and make it to this point. And it's the king seat match. So I know that you're shooting better than you usually average. And there's one player that's doing his job, and that's actually the difference here, and that's Andy. And then his partner, CJ, throwing a 3.0 is a great supporting cast member. Junior's just pretty much practicing for the next leg. Race to 2. The start of the next leg is going to be very important for Palm Boozer. As Andy does take that down 3-6-7 for leg number 1 in the king seat match of the men's doubles cricket. C. And again, I said the start was very important here, and only a 1-mark opening for Junior. Andy's been great this entire weekend and dead center of the trip 20 on the first start. And he's going to make him pay full time. Good 6-mark opening. Wired the trip 19, which would have been massive. And now Brad. Oh, he's just marching a little left and right. You always wonder what the difference between this match is and the ones earlier that I know Brad did not shoot like this, right? We all know that. You can't be in this format, in this tournament, and the king seat match and have legs like this. So I can even say that with confidence that he's not throwing like this today. On the other side of things, their opponents are staying very hot in this king seat match. Andy, that was a better shot of the double. Goes on the inside wire. And this is the trap that it's easy to fall into as a dart player, right? Momentum is everything, and feel is everything, and confidence. So if you're not confident in where that dart's going, plus you can't quite feel where it's going because it's spraying in ways that you never thought it had done in a while, and you just kind of expect it to continue that way, and you're almost just waiting for the next time that it's going to miss. And then you start aiming the dart. And then you start trying too hard, and it just makes it worse. And again, I'm just gonna say I have no idea how to fix that, make that better, not feel that way in these moments, because I'm never gonna say that a human shouldn't be able to do that, because yeah, it is also human to be mad at Andy right now, who's just stomping. This is better from Brad. And again, that's how he just threw the darts. He didn't overthink it, didn't do too much there, just threw the darts. CJ gets that one closed. Good bullseye as well. There are not too many players that we've seen on stream all weekend long that don't have very, very good throws. Like, this area has mechanically sound dart players for the most part. It almost makes it rare when you find the player that's not mechanically sound. We have seen a couple of those, but even if they're mechanically unsound, they are still sound when it comes to winning. Brad finds one. At this point, it doesn't matter what he does. He's going to be very upset with this match. And they're going to hope for redemption. The loser just goes to the third place match. They just have to win one to get back to the final to rematch against this team. But Palm Boozer trying to stay in this. But Andy steps up. 2 bowls needed. And there it is on dart 2. 3.64. Will win that match 2-0. And the king seat goes to the Sandbaggers. Great darts. Great result for the Sandbaggers 2.0. And we're going to head over to that other match on the men's doubles cricket side of things in one split second. There you go. Boneyard taking on Poho. This is game number 2. And that right there is Albie for Team Boneyard. So it is a 1-0 lead for Poho. Featuring Big Sexy and KJ. Big darts there from James. There's a good woo. And it gets you some. I like that hype. All right, here comes. This is James, a.k.a. Big Sexy. KJ. This is Zach Gilbert throwing here. And now I'm not confused anymore. Zach had the big round, just a round to go. Unable to follow it with another big round. So now we are in a position, still winning darts in the hand. Not anymore. KJ unable to take that out there. I talked to the tournament directors this morning, or this afternoon, and they didn't get done until 4:30 in the morning last night. And I don't think they've ever been happier about that type of problem. And later on, we're going to talk to one of the owners of Knox Amusement, and Brian, and just get some insight, ask some questions about how this year's gone, maybe some potential future plans for this event and others. And double bowl. Not going to do it there is Zach, so chance for the match. 2 bowls and a trip 15. Not going to go here. And Albie to take us to a last leg decider. Thank you, sir. There's a treat coming up on board number 1. And it is the finals of the Women's Doubles Cricket A event. And it features Erica Mardeau and Caitlin Myers taking on Cheyenne Richards and Kalika Chris. And Kalika, I need you to understand that I know it's Chris. I have a friend with the last name Christ, and so every time I end up butchering it. But great leg there from Boneyard, 1-1. Let's go to the last leg decider. But reminder, and I know this is now unfortunate for this team twice, but if the ladies are ready to go, we will go with the ladies. And, in fact, I am going to just set it up here. It's 1-1 on the other score line, and I know that some of you are going to get very upset at the fact that I am switching over, but I do what I want. No, honestly, I will always give precedence over finals and seat matches over loser side 9th through 12th matches. They flipped the invisible coin, and that's exactly what I do and what I did last night. Half of it's because nobody carries quarters on them anymore, and the other half of it is it doesn't make a difference. Some people do. Some people think it does. And I understand the idea of like putting a blocker in there and stuff like that, but if you also do the same thing and like throw a whoopsie daisy on the first dart, then lack of pressure. But, well, I think that one's going to go to Cheyenne. She threw almost the perfect dart. And Walker, Texas Ranger, is going to go first. AKA the combined name of Ricky Bobby's children. Walker and Texas Ranger. All right, Cheyenne Richards stepping up. Another final for Cheyenne. I don't think, I'm not positive on this, I do not think that she has played an event this weekend that she has not made the final. And if that doesn't scream MVP, I don't know what does. Erica Mardeau is a fantastic player herself. Let's see how Kalika responds. There's going to be 4 of the most talented ladies that are in this room doing battle right now on the dartboard. I'll jump over here for just, that's way early on in that last leg decider. But a big dart there from Albie. And here's Caitlin Myers. Caitlin and Brandon live in Florida, but they're originally from the New York area. But this is their first time playing in the Western New York Shootout. And the feedback from them, yeah, they like this. They're going to come back to this tournament. We saw last night in the finals of the Women's A singles. It was Caitlin Myers versus Cheyenne Richards, and it went to a last leg decider in the double dip. So just another final between 2 great players. And this time they have 2 other great players as their partners. Erica drops the third one down on an unlucky flight. And Kalika a chance to really take control earlier on in leg number 1. I will quickly look up to see who is the seat holder, the throne, as I would call it here now, I guess. And it is Never Dead, which is Erica Mardeau and Caitlin Myers. So a bit of a reverse situation from last night where Cheyenne was the queen seat holder, and Caitlin had a double dip. And Caitlin almost pulled it off. Cheyenne's throwing a 5 right now. And it's not even like a blink of the eye 5. Got to stay there. Ooh, just on the wire inside. Trying to make it close. And Erica going to have to move to a different number. Only 1. So how does Kalika respond? Love this move. Yeah, big 6 mark on the 20s. Adds a whole bunch of points. 129 points up. Caitlin having to do a lot of things right now. Shimmy, shimmy, cocoa puff, pass it to me now. I love the country version of Country Grammar. One of those OG Nelly songs. And I am young enough, ladies and gentlemen, to where I did not know there was a second version of the song that was not clean. No matter what, though. Boom goes the dynamite. Erica Mardo with a huge niner. And Kalika looking to follow. Oh, 7 follows the 9. What a response. That is the type of response you look for after a 9 mark. See if Caitlin can build on that momentum of her partner. Four is not enough to get the point lead, but it is enough to say that she accomplished something in that round. Cheyenne's going to look down on dart 2. No, dart 3. Just wires it. A little sigh of relief for Erica. But another 9 mark from her, and now they have control. It's on. Got to stay there. Does so. Gets 5. 9 points down. They've dragged us right back into a very formidable leg. Little trip for seeing on dart 2 from Kalika. And back up to the 20s. It only works as a 3 mark, but is a darn good 3. 49 points up. So Caitlin needs 7 16s to get the point lead. Gets 5. Good 5 from Cheyenne. Throwing terrible in this leg at a 3-8-3. Just kidding. Erica is not. Oh, how unlucky is that flight? That hit so hard off of that dart in the treble 16 that it almost should have counted as like a miss mark. But instead, it flights down into the 7. Kalika, great 2 darts after the first one, just to cement the close. Good last dart from Caitlin, just to keep a scotch of pressure on. And again, this is the finals of the ladies, guys. Look at these averages. 383, 417, 350, 367. Question for you, chat, that are watching along with us at all times, or at all times right now. If you have these 2 teams, and we put them in the men's cricket B division, okay? Do the ladies win? And if not, why not? As Kalika Chris does take out that first leg. 1-0 in favor of Walker, Texas Ranger. Hold a throw. But Never Dead shot very well on that first leg. As Erica steps up. Dropped the second dart, but it ends up in a single 18, so at least it counted as something. But unfortunately, it's Cheyenne following the 2 marks on the 20s. And only a 3 follow. And you see the look from Cheyenne into the camera. She knows that she gave one away a little bit. She had an opportunity that she did not stab. Caitlin, good first start, just close right away. Goes over the 18s, which is a very smart play after Erica hit that single 18 in the first round. 5 mark will do, and Caitlin Myers solidifies that early lead. But the silent assassin of this match, and Kalika Chris, 4 marks of her own. darts from Erica. My goodness, 5 and a 5 for Erica and Caitlin. 3 and a 4 for Cheyenne and Kalika. That's not going to be good enough, obviously, in this situation. My goodness. David reminded me that Cheyenne also won MVP in Houston a couple weeks ago. A lot of people rooting for the silent and steady assassin in Kalika Chris. Ashley saying she does throw Kayla Myers darts, though, which is interesting, right? But at the I mean, how cool is that you could say that? Like, that Caitlin has her own darts, and someone in the chat who is rooting for the opponent still throws those darts, and it's, I mean, it's so cool to be able to promote these talented players and see the success that they can build off of it. That's earned entirely. We got some Plattsburgh peeps in the chat. Huge shout out to Plattsburgh dart players who have, and followers along, as you guys have been with us all weekend long, especially Sean. Erica Widery on dart 3, but she will be back. There is no winning darts for Cheyenne. However, there is a lot of pressure that Cheyenne can put on. She needs the double. Does not get that. So 1 bowl needed from Caitlin Myers. And you know what? I know I don't typically do this, but yeah, 1-1. I put it in there right before she hit it. Oh, baby, baby. Listen, there's been some bangers this weekend. Like some old school, like when I was 10, 11, 12, 13, just jams. It is a huge variety of age. And I think part of that is because you have, obviously, the Wiley veterans on the East Coast. And I think the other part of that is you have a youth event on Sunday that not only brings a lot of players, but they're able to all attend because you can bring the kids knowing that they're going to have something to do on Sunday. And that is a value. Well, I think Cheyenne got it again. And Erica's wondering why. That's the same hole now twice. Yeah, Sean, I think you've watched more darts than I have this weekend. Actually, I almost guarantee you that. We have some sports ball games going on this weekend. Congratulations to yesterday's winners, including the referees in the Bills game. I'm not even sure what games are on today. But, of course, that won't stop you tomorrow from seeing the greatest team of all time in college football win their first national championship. Caitlin looked at the board and said something. And unable to get anything really going there. So, Shy a chance to run now. Reminder on the thrown situation. Never Dead, which is Erica and Caitlin, are your throne holders. which means that Cheyenne and Kalika will have to double dip. And if there's a tournament where being the team that has to double dip is kind of an advantage, it is this tournament. At least that's been the pattern of events. And it's not anything to do with the tournament directors, it's not anything to do with how the players are pacing themselves. It's just one team gets to play continuously. Multiple matches in a row, and that is because of the tournament staff, because they're that good that they are keeping the players playing. But it can hurt a team that's having to wait for an hour and a half. You'll notice that the king seat holders that hold it at the end are those that are professional enough to know how to pace. Pace when they practice, pace when they're sitting down and just relaxing, pace when they're indulging in libations. She's been telling me all night long. Destiny girl, the list goes on and on. I can't sing that anymore, else we'll get copyright straight because of how good that was. Yeah, Sean's saying we have so many from this area that went. Had to keep an eye on them. I was gonna play, but things came up. Sean, if you come next year, I'm back. When you come next year, please, no matter what, no matter how busy I look, no matter anything else, I might say hi to you and then say I'll come back and see you in a minute, but I definitely will do that. But say hi to me. Introduce yourself. Same to anyone that's listening right now that is going to be at an event that I'm playing at or streaming. Never feel weird to come up and say hi. My favorite thing about this entire journey has been able to meet so many fantastic players and like-minded people that love darts and love dart players. As it's a huge 7 mark there from Erica. Thanks, buddy. Man, oh man, it's got a history. Caitlin needs a lot of 15s. Last leg decider. If Caitlin and Erica win this leg, it's over. If Cheyenne and Kalika win, we're going to a double dip. Where Lieutenant Dan will get his wish for ice cream. Oh my. Good Lord. As Cheyenne, an opening. Erica, only 2 marks, not able to really take advantage of it at all. God bless you, Kalika. As she steps over the line, she sneezed. Which honestly is great. She got rid of the sneeze before she threw the darts. That is honestly the most impressive stuck outside the board dart I think I've ever seen in my life. That should be a trick shot. That was in the one hole in between the top loop of the 2 and the body of it. I feel like that should be one of those challenges that exists out there for darts. One of my favorite trick shots, exhibition style for darts, as Cheyenne going to point instead of going for the 3 bowls. As Jean Van Veen's walk-on song is playing in the background. Erica makes it look easy sometimes. The discipline to just stay there is always wonderful. Hat trick follows hat trick from Caitlin and Erica, and that is why those two ladies are never out of a match. They will continue to fight, scratch, claw, put pressure on. The point lead's already there. The single 20 does not help out a whole lot, honestly. Actually, at all. It's a wasted dart. So if in that position, I might have gone at the bull to win the match. That would have been a little bit more valuable, I think, in that turn. No real harm done, so to speak. 54 points up is Kalika. So I would start on the 20s. Treble 20 will get the point lead. She only gets one. See how aggressive Caitlin gets. All right, here comes Shy. As this is now like a situation where back's against the wall. But that's why great players are great. Cheyenne Richards knew she needed a good round there, gets a 5 mark. Erica also a great player, though. Unable to do anything with those three. And if I dip, you dip, we dip. 2 scoops of ice cream incoming. Great weight on that first dart. Pretty good weight on the second dart. Get that towards right. And of course, the towards was correct, and then the weight changed. So we'll see what Caitlin can do. A double will give her winning darts. Ooh. When do you just not play around anymore? That's what we want to know. If you're Cheyenne, you just go right here, right? Yeah. That's exactly what she's doing. And there it goes. There's the first dip. And the other board is a 7th, 8th place match for the C Division men. So we will not screen that one, as long as these ladies are continuing to play. So we will. Cheyenne threw a shockingly bad diddle for once. By the way, it's a great diddle for me. I need to point that out. But she went one hole out of the center hole, both diddles in the last match. But instead, Erica gets the start. Sean Green, 2-point streaming live here at the Knox Amusement 10th Annual Western New York Shootout here in Batavia, New York. And Erica Mardeau, a huge opening 7 mark. What you have to do when you have Cheyenne coming up behind you. And only a 1 mark from Shy is going to open up the door greatly as she gives a little, oh, darn it, with a little skip up to the board. And Caitlin's going to run. Going to stay right there for the treble. A little high, but a 5 mark will do. 80 points up and almost 3 wedges. It's going to force Kalika to go to the 18s. She is not going to move. She wasn't going to move anyway, but she's definitely not going to move now. So unlucky to get the double 1 on the flyer. And Erica is going to dagger shot it. Great darts from Erica Mardeau. 6.5 in this leg for Erica. I don't care who you are. I don't care what gender you are. I don't care what color you are, what height you are, what weight you are, how old you are. A 6.5 is darn good. And we are witnessing a rare moment for Cheyenne, who's throwing a 1.0. Kalika only 2. And, well, this is a whooping in leg number 1 of the double dip. And that is a testament to Erica shooting a 6. Only 1 from Shy. So Caitlin to get back the lead in this tournament. All Kalika can do is go at the bowls, and we're going to call that practice. They haven't even closed a wedge. Honestly, that's impressive. That the Dark Gods could be that cruel. By the way, if you take the combined averages of Cheyenne and Kalika in this leg, that was what I averaged all night long in the C division last night. I say all night long, but you know what I mean. I mean like an hour. Because I had to wait for the second match. Well, there's the first glow from Shy. Unfortunately, it's when their opponents are on 150. So it's a tough dart to work around. Now it's 2 darts tough to work around. Just kidding. Caitlin Myers. One of them lead for Never Dead. And never say never, but right now, that is true. As leg number 2 gets started here. Cheyenne going first for Walker, Texas Ranger. That's the first dart we were looking for in the last leg. Good 5. Apologize, folks. Have to step off the mic real quick. And 6 mark there from Erica. Leaving, or I walk away for 1 second, come back, and, well, same things are happening as they were earlier, which is a lot of great darts. That little guy, we're not going to worry about that little guy. Good 6 mark from Kalika. Caitlin only 1 single 18. Normally Shy would close this. She's staying up. I'm okay with that look of the Maloney double because she went on the inside wire. If you're going to shoot at a double in cricket, don't go outside. I will make fun of you every time because it's not the right shot unless you have 1 dart remaining. And even still, probably the triple. So just know as you head into that, I'm going to shoot the double here. Just know that I will Make sure that you understand that's why you don't shoot at that shot every time. It's a conversation I'd have with Mike Maloney often, where he's like, it works for me every time I hit it. And I'm like, I understand that, Mike, but you're teaching everyone else that it's okay to do that too, where Mike can actually control which wire he shoots that dart at. And I don't really know too many people that in the dart community that can do that consistently. But I will tell you that Cheyenne is one of them. Sean, for the Niagara event, are you talking about the CDC steel tip, or are you talking about a different soft tournament from Knox in this area? Great last dart. It's starting to get turned up here on this Sunday, fun day. Once Little John starts playing, you already know it's on. And Caitlin Myers. A good 6 mark. I just responded to you in chat for the first time ever, instead of just talking, even though I have a microphone. I most likely will not be there then, because the bull shooter event. We'll still always support, but not being hired to go to Niagara Falls, that would be a long travel. When I would have a couple of closer bull shooters to make me feel like a terrible dart player already. Kalika, leg number 2 goes to Walker, Texas Ranger, which means we are going the distance and going for speed for the entirety of this final. The Women's Doubles Cricket A final. Again, the premier event here on the Knox Amusement Sunday Fun Day at the 10th Annual Western New York Shootout. And I just have to tell you what's kind of on the line here. Cheyenne has 3 second-place finishes and a win. I would have to say that if she wins this, I don't think there's any way that she doesn't travel back to Texas with that Stetson. With that Stetson. With the MVP. She might already have it solidified. But I don't know exactly how the point system works or anything like that. I can just assume that Cheyenne's got to be the front runner at this point. Yeah, there's a men's MVP and a women's. The men's MVP, I would say, is a little bit more of a battle, but I don't think you can say anything wrong with it being Mike Porterfield. Or Tim. Yeah, Tim's actually... He's played in 2 events. He's made 2 finals. And he's right now playing in a 3rd event. And we haven't seen him in a while, so that might mean that he's winning and rolling. Great darts there from Kalika. Last leg decider. Caitlin took a shot at the 19s. I won't say anything about that shot because if she hits it, it's brilliant. If she misses it, not as brilliant. And Cheyenne makes her pay. Good close. Here is Erica looking at the 18s, and that is good dart to follow. Wow, did you see that flight? That is crazy. That jumped 3 wedges. 3 wedges that jumped. Kalika going to stay down. I'm telling you right now, the one thing that it makes Kalika Chris a dangerous dart player, she never gets enticed by, I'm going to take the hero shot here. She never, ever, ever gets enticed by the hero shot. Only 2 from Cheyenne, and I say only 2, and she's only throwing a 2.67. I like the move there from Erica to go with the 17s on the third dart. Right now, Kalika is shooting well enough to keep them in the driver's seat. Oh, sorry, guys. The 2 fantastic brothers that are responsible for this fantastic tournament. Todd and Brian. Brian is definitely not afraid to, it's not afraid to, is more than happy to sit down with us and talk and be eloquently able to talk through a lot of stuff. And Todd can do the same thing, but Todd ain't got time for that. He's got tournaments to run. And Jason asked, and he goes, "Absolutely not," as he left. All right. There's the point lead for Never Dead. Law of averages say that Cheyenne's going to throw a big round here, too. This is not surprising at all. Good 7 from the Blonde Swan. We knew that she wasn't going to... We knew that Cheyenne was not going to throw that badly for that long, but Erica Mardeau is trying to win this. Only a 4-point lead. Kalika from Plattsburgh. Now throwing a 4-2, but Caitlin, a chance to get back in front. Is she going to take a look? No. Great dart to stay up on the 18s. High ground, you stay all day. And we'll see if Cheyenne can get enough points on those 17s to get back that point lead. There's that. She's going to stay down. No, she looked up. I actually did not see those eyes. And you see her go, that's bad. And again, it's always the great shot when you hit it, and it's always the wrong move when you miss it. And that was definitely one where she tried to get rid of those 18s. And I understand it because Erica has been dominant on them. So let's see if Kalika can get right back into it. And this is fantastic so far. Only 3. It's always annoying to hit that first dart and then have to follow it with misses. And Caitlin does get rid of the 17s, down 4 points. And Shy, we're going to see how aggressive she wants to be. Now she's going to most likely go for the close. And another fat 18. Yes, ma'am. 5 mark, takes back control, but again, it's only by 4 points, so it's just a little reverse situation. And Erica has been phenomenal. A 9 mark here would have given her, a 7 mark there would have given her the driver's seat. What a dart to close the 16s. This could not be a closer match. 4-point advantage. It's an 8.14 versus an 8.29 right now, and the averages combined between these two teams. Last leg decider. The winner is the champion. The loser is the almost champion. Shy, a lot of work to do. Trying to kill the 15s at least, and this might be over with Erica stepping up. 3 bowls needed. She has been the best player in this final, and she does it right there in 2. Erica Mardeau and Caitlin Myers, your champions of the Women's A Cricket Doubles premier event here at the 10th annual Knox Amusement Western New York Shootout. And congratulations to both teams. Cheyenne, 4 second-place finishes and a win this weekend in 5 events. So I don't know how much that kind of wraps up the MVP or not. We're going to find out later on. We still got mixed doubles that we'll add into that a little bit in a little bit. But, wow, great darts here. And we are going to go over to this match that is playing currently, but we're not going to talk about it right this second. We're going to allow you guys to see the visual of it, but that is because we have a special treat back here. It's kind of a segment we do every year when we come here, the Western New York Shootout, because it's such a great tournament and so unique and wonderful, and we love getting to talk to Brian and Todd. But we are joined by Brian, one of the owners of Knox Amusement, and, of course, the Philly legend, or not the Philly legend, the man that's the legend, I almost said everything. Jason
Hi,
Ives.
Sean. My name's Jason.
I'm just nervous to talk to Brian. That's what it is.
Well, the thing is, I haven't recognized Sean like all weekends. He's come up to me 2 or 3 times, and I'm like, "Who are you?"
Well, he's changed whole body shape, right?
Yeah,
he's,
man,
he's
he looks
completely,
good. Yeah.
different man now. I'm telling you.
Right.
This is why I like interviewing Brian. Brian, first of all, congratulations on another great weekend. And we cannot tell you how appreciative we are that you allow us the opportunity to come here and showcase this great tournament. All of these fantastic players, the talent that shows up here is always special. It's always great to interact with everybody here and get to know so many new players that are going to be up and coming and playing. So thank you.
Yeah, no, thanks for coming. It's always great having you guys here. We love having the feed, and everybody else loves it too. So thank you.
All right, Brian, a couple questions for you.
Sure.
First
shoot.
of all, last night, or this morning, we're called early this morning, the singles finished about 4:30 for that last level.
It did.
And I know how this tournament runs, so that means that is the fastest that tournament could have possibly finished. No matter what tournament it was, no matter where it was going to finish fastest there. So let's talk about this, right? The attendance.
Yeah.
Tell us about
So
how big this was this year versus the past.
We this is definitely our largest year yet. We had a 20% increase in people that showed up, so that's always great. I want to say for the singles event, we had close to 400 people here shooting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty crazy. But yeah, it's definitely seemed to be growing every year, bringing on more boards, trying to make sure we can still get through everything in a decent amount of time.
Which brings me to my next question,
Yeah.
right? What do you have to do potentially moving forward to continue to grow this awesome event?
Well, yeah, like we definitely have to increase the number of boards a little bit. I feel like we got through everything in a decent amount of time. Yes, 4:30, that's kind of late. But in the beginning, we had 0 open boards, probably for a good, hour and a half, almost 2 hours. And then it kind of filtered off a little bit. But bring us in some more boards for that is definitely going to help. And, I feel like I could do a little bit better with our sign-up process, so we'll probably bring on another person for that as well.
I love that because, ladies and gentlemen, they close sign-ups 15 minutes before the event starts, and they never start an event late. So your sign-up is pretty solid. But I understand the fact that that line gets pretty long.
It does.
And you got those ladies working as hard as they can, as fast as they can, but even that's not going to be able to take care of that. So,
Brian, can I ask you a question?
Yep.
Did you know last weekend that this weekend was going to be 20% higher than what you've had in previous years?
No idea whatsoever. We do sign up all on site. We don't take any pre-registration, and so it's kind of a roll of the dice.
Okay. Is it when you start to realize that attendance is going to be a little bit higher than what we've had in previous years? What are the immediate adjustments you make at that point in time?
Let's see, definitely more boards, and we're trying to always think about the process of the sign-ups to see what we can do to make that run a little bit more smoother for us. This year we set up another table, 3 more guys outside to do stats, so when they come in, then we can just sign them up a little bit faster. We're always trying to think of what we can do a little bit better to make it better for the players.
Yeah. Well, let me just say on my behalf, fantastic job. Wonderful job again this year.
And it's not shocking at all. This continues to grow. Our first time being here was in 2021 after COVID, and we know that before COVID versus after, there was a huge drop-off there to start off with, especially with the Canadian population. And to see it consistently grow back and now exceed where it was before COVID is really cool. And honestly, again, it's a testament to you guys for making this tournament mostly about the players. And how do you make this better and more fun, more exciting? So tell me the goals that you have for this.
Oh, man, that's a great question. Man, make it better. Definitely a little bit faster on runtime for everything. Man, I don't know, Sean. That's a really good question.
You've hit up pretty much all. Again, you don't hear a single negative thing about people that come to this tournament. Our friends Tommy and Cheyenne, who are from Texas. They live in Texas now.
Yeah, I know. That's quite the drive for them, or fly for them.
Yeah, and Tommy gets to pick one tournament a year out of the 4 that they get to go to, and he picks Batavia every year. Wow. So there is a definite special feeling when you come here to this tournament. And it's, again, a testament to you, the corral, right? It's you guys go above and beyond to make sure this is as cool and as well-run of a tournament as you possibly can. And it's really a testament to that. And I have to ask now, since this is an open tournament, have you seen the same amount of increase, that 20% increase in league participation?
Not as much as I like. Yeah, like you said, it's an open tournament. We get people from all around, so I feel like we're getting a lot more out-of-towners and not so much, people in the area. So it's helped definitely a little bit. I mean, when I first started doing this tournament, our leagues were slim to none at that point, and that was one of the whole points of us putting this on, was to kind of put it out there that we were running leagues and doing darts and that. But yeah, the growth of this isn't just to me, it's to you guys too. You helped us out quite a bit by putting the stream out there and getting the word out. I know, Sean, you talk about us quite a bit on other streams.
It's easy to.
Yeah, so I appreciate that.
Again, I think that it is mutually as beneficial to us as it is, and we love that partnership. And it's what this game's about, and it's what this game is going to grow with. The other cool thing that we talk about every year with this tournament that is very unique is the trophies.
Yes.
Right? Who comes up with those designs?
So each year it's a different collaboration. It's so funny you say that, because my wife Jessica, who helps out, signing everybody up, she's like, we gotta start these trophies a little bit earlier. So she got on her computer and started designing one while we're here at the tournament for next year. Yeah. Let's see, those guys over at Magic Wear, Jen over there, she helps us out with a design, with a theme in that, and then where we get the medals from, they also help. So it's a collaboration between all of us. What can we do different to make it a little bit better? This year, the belt buckles are a little bit bigger than what they have been in years past, and we put like our MVP, or the 2 MVPs that we give our hats, or I say hats, cowboy hats. And the cowboy hat and the medal looks a lot like the cowboy hat that will be given out tonight to the MVP.
I love that.
Yeah. We got some darts sticking out of it, and it looks really good. They did a nice job on it.
I can't wait to see pictures of that. It's going to be really cool. So let's promote what's coming up next, right? Because we come here every year,
right.
but we know that there's other big tournaments that you guys put on. I know there's something in the summer. What's coming up next for Knox Amusement?
Let's see. Our next one is going to be last weekend of February, first weekend of March. It's what we call the Big Dog. That is held in Rochester at Sunset Lanes. It's very similar to this tournament on a much smaller scale. We do most of the same events. It's a 3-day tournament, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. 4-man on Friday, same events on Saturday that we did this year. And Sunday, the mixed and doubles cricket. That's probably one of our next biggest events.
Is it also open?
It is also open. Yep, anybody can come to it.
There you go.
Yeah.
And the guys, I already tell you, it's going to be one of the best run tournaments.
I sure hope so.
Again, the way you guys the way that you guys police the players and as a proactive step versus a reactive step, and I think that is what the great tournaments do, like TOC. It's a proactive step versus a reactive step, and most other tournaments do a reactive step, right? And so, again, it's a testament to you guys on how well this is run.
Well, I think we didn't do as much this year.
No, you
maybe.
didn't have to.
Yeah, because the players almost know they're coming to this tournament. We like to run it smoothly, fast. They know they need to be at their board. So this was definitely one of the smoother years for doing that. We weren't out in there as much as we were in years past.
That just means that you've actually changed the culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is so hard to do, right?
Yeah. I mean, we let them all know ahead of time that in the singles last night, there's a lot of people here. We got to get through these things, or we're all going to be here until, the start of the next event the next day. Yeah.
I jokingly said that the kids start at 9:30, and there might be some adults still left in the room. But congratulations on all the success of this. It's so cool to see. Again, we can't thank you enough for how welcome, how much this feels like a home away from home for us. Every year we get to come. It's always exciting. It's really the only gig that we do where we actually go to a big tournament now that we immediately will say yes to. Immediately, it's not even a question.
Thank you.
And we hope that it continues just to get bigger and bigger.
Me too. Absolutely. I mean, part of me is like, I don't know. I'm okay right now, but it's going to grow more. I know it.
Well,
Brian, we want to give you a chance to call out the rest of your staff too. You do a fabulous job, and obviously you don't do it alone.
Right? Yeah, Jessica McFadden. She ran our youth blind draw today. She does a great job. Gets all the kids together. They all had a blast, and she helps out throughout the year for me as well. And she's great on sign-ups. My wife Jessica, she's there signing everybody up. And then Todd, my brother, he's the one who's behind everything. He's behind the curtain, running it, making sure that the brackets stay smooth. Johnny Lee, he is the authority figure out there. Let's say that. And Jonathan Long, he's actually came on to help me out a little bit this year. Everybody does a great job. Am I forgetting anybody? I think
if you are, anyone else who also helps out, we know that Brian really appreciates your
absolutely.
Thank you so much.
I gotta say something. I gotta say something to the players themselves, all the players that participate. We are essentially strangers stepping into their world, and quite frankly, none of them really know who we are. They may recognize Sean, obviously, because he's a little bit of a celebrity. And after this weekend, they may recognize him.
but for playing.
Yeah, right.
When I go out there, quite frankly, they don't know who I am. But everybody is so gracious with their time. They're so polite. It's a great bunch of people. And I've been across the country playing and witnessing streaming and with different dart tournaments. And these are some of the nicest people that you have. You really do. And it's just
Thank you.
It's a vast age group. Quite frankly, from the youth event, I mentioned to Sean this morning that the diverse ages that we have in this tournament is somewhat a little bit different than what I'm used to seeing too. Okay. And I think that adds to the class that all these players put on and show out to each other as well to us. So thank you, sir. Congratulations
thank you
on
both.
another great year.
Yes. I appreciate you guys coming, and we'll see you again next year.
Absolutely. We'll be here.
Yep.
Okay, perfect.
We'll be here.
Let's mark that on the calendar immediately. Let's get that set up.
You got it.
Brian, thank you so much again.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for the next time.
Thank you.
All right.
Cheers, buddy.
Well, that is Brian. He's the owner of Knox Amusement, puts on a wonderful tournament. And folks, if you're ever open to coming out to New York State and playing in a dart tournament right after the holidays, please make your way out to Knox Amusement and to this tournament. It's open to anybody. All you got to do is bring your stats. Hotel rates are not that terrible, about $78 a room or $78 a night. So please come on out when you get a chance. But thank you for joining us this weekend. We're going to try and finish up all the doubles cricket for you today, and then we're going to head back to Indiana. So thank you so much, everybody. We're going to leave the video right on, and we're going to sign out for just off commentary just for a little bit.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, shockingly, we have another spotting of the Philly legend, Mr. Tim Neal, back in our pit. And he is playing for fourth place right now with our good friend, Mr. Gino Florian from Buffalo. So Ed Levesque, Gino's go-to partner, Tall Ed, popped his elbow out yesterday, last evening, and so Gino was left without a partner this morning. And so far, Tim has been the free agent worth having, as he has played in 2 tournaments so far this weekend. He has made the final in both of them. He has 2 second-place finishes, by the way. So first loser a couple times, but still, the fact that he's done that, and
I think we can probably negotiate a contract for him for next year.
yeah, can we just sponsor him?
Yeah, we'll put him out there, available for hire.
I really don't think he might have a problem with that next year. I think that people are going to maybe potentially
Contact him beforehand.
yeah, I could see that happening. Oh, you're right. Gino is Syracuse. He's just a huge Buffalo fan. I always get confused by that. Thanks, Ryan. Don't tell Gino I said that. So the time bomb, Gino Florian. And he's known for that because he sets off a lot of dynamite, and he does it quickly.
Yes, he does.
And they are taking on Primetime Deliverance, which is Jeff Demansky and Steve Janovic. This is going to be Jeff right here.
All right, and there is the Philly legend stepping up to the Aki right there.
The lovable lefty.
Needs to close 15s or point right here. Yeah, back up to point. Smart move on that last one, holding a 63-point lead. But the other team, Primetime Deliverance, does have a wedge open on 15s. Watch him go to that. Going to need 7 or 6 to 7, sorry, take the point lead. There it is.
Looking up.
Looking up to close 20s.
Oh.
And floats off to the side. Now Gino's going to have to step up and hit some 20s here. Get that point lead right back. If he has an extra dart, may see him try and close 15s. There's a point lead. And he does try and close 15s. Only able to get 1, though. All right, we're going to go neck and neck here.
Leg number 1. And great darts there will give huge control. That was Frosty. Good 8 mark.
All right. Tim going to be looking at bullseyes. And close to the 15 wisely with that last dart.
Unwisely, though, he did it as a nonchalant shot.
Yeah.
And how many times? How many times did that happen?
Uh-oh. Okay.
Jeff's going to give Gino an opportunity. Now, that opportunity is
Yeah, Gino's going to
3
need...
in the black.
Yeah, Gino's going to need 6. But just putting pressure on it's going to go a long way here.
If he halves it, it's good enough. That's still good enough.
Yep.
Leaves 4 for Tim.
All right, 4-3.
But
Primetime has the darts.
oh, and that's first start in a tough spot. Needs the double, and that is, I don't know how you find this. I don't know how you find the double. Yeah. You got to throw it really hard and hope that it rides the bottom of the flight into it. But, well, can the legend continue to grow?
Needs 4 to carry on.
That's a good marker for a double.
There's
There
the
that is.
double. Needs 1 more. Oh, ho, 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 ho. And he's going to hear about that one for 8 hours in the car ride home today.
No, we're going to hear about that one for 8 hours in the car ride home because he won't stop talking about how he missed that bullseye. We'll see if it costs him the leg. Most likely it will. That is a tough first start, though. If you're going to try to block yourself out, that's a good way to do it. Wow.
There you go.
This is the exact same situation as his partner in the last turn. How do you find a dart here?
Yeah, needs a double to win. Unfortunately, not able to do it. So Gino's going to have the opportunity. Just needs 1 bull to take game 1.
Yeah, leg number 1 will go to last minute. Yep. As Gino, I would put $1 million on him not missing all 3 bulls. Like, he would owe me $1 million if he missed that, by the way. That would not be on me. That would definitely be his fault. But here we go, leg number 2.
All right. Solid open right there. 40 points scored. Wedge closed. Tim shooting first for that team.
Yeah, how about that?
And Tim opening up with a 6 mark of his own. Closes it down to 19s. Takes that point lead over.
I'm trying to think. When Ed and Gino play together, I believe Ed goes first.
Yeah.
So this might just be a comfortable thing for Gino to have. He likes to go second in the doubles. That being said, also, I think Tim's really earned what's about to go first, which is weird to say because that means that he has really highlighted his talents.
Yeah, the legend continues to grow, my friend. All right, Gino steps up, finds himself behind in points, but he has the darts in hand. Closes 19s, closes 20s, closes 18s.
Boom goes the dynamite for Gino Florian. What a time for a 9. Bye, Caitlin. Caitlin Myers, the winner of the, or one half of the winner of the A Women's Cricket Doubles Champions. The other half being Erica Mardeau.
Tim just motoring along with another 7 mark, closing down to 17s and 15s on those darts.
It is gross how easy
Yeah.
he can make it look sometimes.
And that's one of the reasons he's played so well this weekend. He's just incredibly relaxed. He's enjoying himself. No kids, no wife, just out here having a good time, streaming along, playing darts. The hardest thing he's got to worry about is Sean and Jason screaming in his ear. The hardest thing he's got to worry about is Jason screaming in his ear.
I think you're forgetting a significant other.
Well, you know.
Love you to death, Janice. We love that you love us. Let's put it that way.
These guys are motoring along in this leg. Just 2 bulls away from moving forward.
Where they will play for the 3rd place match and an opportunity to get to the final.
Yeah, let's see if Tim hits these bulls. Real quick.
What do you mean we'll see if he hits these bulls? Even that first start doesn't matter.
That's 1. And there it is.
Spun it on the last one, but the Philly legend, 5.0, his partner throws a 7 in Gino Florian. And I don't care who you are, that's going to be tough to beat.
Yep.
And they now go to the 3rd place match where they will play against Lawless. The duo of Logan Jensen and Robert Law.
And that should be right up right away, folks. So stay right here with us.
And I believe there's probably a match going on over here. There sure is. And I am going to walk out there real quick and find some information out.
All right. Sounds good, sir.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, there are just some songs where like you can't help but groove to when it happens. And I can't help but do it right now. All right, so we got this is the 4th place match of the E division of the men's doubles cricket. And it features Nick Hall and TJ Hodgson. and they're Team Club Chub, which is a hilarious name. And they're taking on 2 stages. And 2 stages features Rob Yost and Raj Fermansky. And we're going to see what leg this is, because that's going to be a big part of this, if this is going to be going on for a little bit or not. This is game 1, so this is Nick stepping up. And you're going to see some great darts in this division. This is the bottom division, okay? That being said, even the bottom division in Batavia, New York is... There's no, like, drop-off of, like, massive proportions. It's going to be some great players still. And you see right there, he missed the last dart, felt it the whole way. And here's Roger. It looks like lane number 1's going to go to the 2 stages. Nick needing 1 bowl. It's good weight. That's a good towards. And that is a field goal. And it's 1-0 lead now for 2 stages. And starting off this one is going to be Rob. Good last start from Rob, and that is it's like a type of shot. Because the last thing you want to have happen is you start off with an open and give your opponent the opportunity to just roll through what should be an advantage for you. TJ gets the point lead. Now that's gone. And Roger. Good 5 mark. Stayed there the whole time. only one. And TJ's starting to throw a little rapid, and a 275 is definitely not going to be what he did in the last leg for sure. And can I stress this enough to everybody? I don't think I can. This is the bottom division of this doubles cricket men's. And by bottom division, I just mean it's the E division. And they're throwing a 375, a 275, a 275, and a 4.25. And this is why they're in the spot in this tournament, is because they're throwing well above their league average. Maybe this level also will include some teams and some players that are brand new to the game, that have been playing for less than a year, that played one league and got really kind of used to the game and kind of honed in a little bit, and then the second league starts and clicks. Those averages jump quickly. It almost just feels easy to play the game, and yet your stats have not caught up with you for major tournaments to not put you in a higher level than you really should be. And it can be a situation where you're in that bottom division, but you know that you're better than your averages say they are, and that confidence goes a long way. And you also can't do anything about where they place you. And unfortunately, this is actually Rob, huh? Yeah. Rob only one, and the 217 from Rob is... Now, there's TJ. Yeah, TJ just wanted to make an impact, and that will do. Thank you, sir. We will have that third place match for the men's doubles cricket A going up on board number 1. All right, Roger trying to keep Club Chubb in this bad boy, and that's a good last start. But Nick, a chance now to really... I think you got to get rid of the 20s early. If you know you're going to get rid of them at some point, yep, that's exactly when you need to do it. And that is so frustrating, because now you're kind of pot committed. But sometimes the best laid plans go to waste. Wow. Boom goes the dynamite. What a time for that from Rob. He goes from struggling in this leg to that. And I mean, you can't time it any better than that. Good 4 bowls from TJ, but Roger also has bailout plans still in the 20s if need be. And if I'm him, I go there right now. Yep. It will be 6 bowls just to get the point lead. Wow. He goes 9 mark. Straight in the double. And then unable to get that last, but that'll work. This is winning darts, technically. Not anymore. 6 bulls would have done that. And we are going to the distance. But we're actually having to look over at the third place match of the other side of things, which is still getting warmed up, but they're going to get ready to get going here shortly. So you guys know my rule. Although, let me look at the bracket here real quick to make sure. This is a 4th place match between Club Chub and 2 stages. It's only a 3rd place match for the 1st place, so let's go back over. Last leg decider. We will jump over to that 3rd place match at some point, okay? But not quite yet. Nick gets a 3. And I would say he is not a doppelganger for Dirachi, okay? But he does have the same mannerisms in his facial, the faces that he makes, as Nick does. TJ gets rid of the 19s on a Maloney double on dart 2. That's a little greedy for my taste, especially in the E division. But that's what Michael Maloney does. He tells everybody that it's okay to shoot at doubles. And then that one paid off for him, so now he's going to do it again. But that's okay. He closed it, so there is no harm, no foul there. Cannot tell you how much we truly appreciate everybody joining us here live. Sunday Fun Day at the Western New York Shootout in Batavia, New York, where it's about 20 degrees outside, but the darts are on fire inside. And I cannot stress this enough. If you have never been to this tournament, I don't care what part of the country you live in. We have Houston, Texas in the house tonight, or today, this weekend. We have Florida in the house this weekend with Caitlin Myers and Brandon Lamora. We have Indiana in the house. What? And that includes a few players that are playing out there. Aaron Sabatis, Paul Facey are right around that same area, right there on the border, kind of Indiana. And of course us. And every year we try to bring some people when we can. But this year our ringer was Tim. We just didn't know it at the time. We kind of knew it at the time. It's also nice that the players talk to us. Yeah, Michael, we are going to stream that one. Oh, that leg went quick, didn't it? Oh, my goodness. Okay, well, sorry about that, folks. We missed a whole leg of that. It did go to Tim and Gino, so the last-minute team did get that one. I will go back over and check in on the other match, but obviously this one's going to go fast. And Logan Jensen going first. Sorry, Michael. Got you there now. Here is the Philly legend, Tim Neal. Great 7. Oh, the Canadians are fantastic. And it's awesome that Toronto is so close to this area to where they can just drive back down. And there's a lot of great Canadians in that Toronto area. I honestly would like to see more Canadians. And I know that a lot of that has to do this year with the WDF event in Vegas, which is why we don't see Maria Carley or Jason Barlow, who come to this tournament often. Same thing with like a Tyler Reddy, who's been here before. I was kind of hoping to see Tyler, my blind draw partner from 4 years ago, and now one of the newcomers on the CDC tour. Speaking of newcomers on the CDC tour, here is Tim Neal, the Philly legend. Just got his tour card. The CDC is the Championship Darts Corporation, which is our North America's pro tour for steel tip. And I happen to be the blessed to be sitting in the commentator's chair for that great company and great organization, as often as they will allow me to. And it's always fun to see talented players that I know have been talented for so long get some of those rewards. And I'm going to be honest, Logan Jensen is someone that is not someone I've seen in the A division at all before. Playing with Rob, who I have seen, but Logan's doing real well and going first for his team. So how does Rob respond? Not quite as well as he wanted to. That first start went where he wanted to, but then couldn't follow. Gino, if you blink, you're going to miss it. And it's only one mark, wire, wire, and then the single 16. And Logan should have a clean shot at the corners, yep. And 18s. He goes to the bull. I don't know if it's only a 32 point lead as it's 5 bulls. But you have 3 wedges to point on as well if you need to. So I am totally okay with the fact that he did not go 18s on the last start. And Tim only got 2 bulls anyway, so we're going to go to the last leg decider here in this third place match. At some point. That's a hat trick from Gino. Gets the point lead back with those 4 bulls. If there's not a point lead that's had, which that's gone now. Logan's going to most likely, I said most likely, if you're Tim Neal, which I know him, personally, he's going to stay on bulls. There's no reason to get off him. This is your last chance to point. Yep. He did close out the 16s for some reason. I don't know if I'd waste the opportunity to point 25 more points there just to close out a single 16. The math ain't mathing on that one. It's not like Rob's going to shoot at the 16s in this next round. But if Gino hits 6, it's over. Double. There it is. Last minute. Come from behind to win that one 2-0. So once again, Tim Neal, broken record, when he plays in A division in a tournament, he makes the final. Another one here. And hats off to them. Great darts. And, we missed the last part of that one, but that's all right. Sorry, guys. So, take a short break here real quick as we have a couple of matches that will be heading to a third place match and a finals for the A division. We're definitely going to bring you the finals of the A division first. But stay with us, folks. I'll be right back with more action right after this. Oh, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Anyone else out there? Sean Green from To The Point Streaming, live in Batavia, New York, on this Sunday fun day at the Knox Amusement 10th Annual Western New York Shootout. And boy, do we have a great final for you here. We saw the A final for the ladies. Huge shout out to the champions there, Erica Mardeau and Caitlin Myers. This is the men's A division finals. And all four of these gentlemen, if you have watched our stream all weekend, if you have watched our stream in a year that we're here, besides Tim, you will recognize all these guys. This is the Philly legend, Tim Neal, going first. And, well, could have been a 9 mark, Tim, but it is 7. Good follow from the opening from Darcy. This is Elmer. Elmer Kempt. One of the most unassuming killers on a dartboard. That's a good compliment. And you got the time bomb, Gino Florian. And that is an explosive round from him there. 7 with a great triple 20 on the last start from Gino. And I'm getting tired of putting together winning teams, you know? But it is really easy to tell Tim to go play when someone like Gino or like Steve and Justin on Friday were looking for partners. And for Gino, this is a fun tournament for him. He is a steel tip player. He plays maybe 4 soft tip tournaments a year. And so for him, he's just here for a good time this weekend. And I think that takes a lot of pressure off players. And actually, I can't say this for sure because I've not seen Darcy play steel. But I'm assuming because of Canada that he would be mostly a steel tip player. And if that's the case, then all 4 of these guys are primarily steel tip dart players here in the A finals. And I think that has to be an advantage. Darcy looking up. Big 7 from Darcy. 7 marks are just destroying. Back and forth. Tim nonchalant on the close of the 17s. I'm actually a little bit surprised with that move. He probably should have stayed on the 16s on dart 3. With Elmer following. So otherwise, his first 2 darts were worthless and pointless. But it paid off for Tim, of course. If you had no luck, you'd not be in the final. Yeah, Elmer a little bit off in the final so far, so that's where the chance was taken from Tim. And, well, Gino's going to go ahead and fire in a 7. 6.33, 6.0, 5.0, and Elmer is having an off leg here at a 3.33. And can I just let everybody know how annoying it is to say that's an off leg at a 3.33? Tim for the win in leg number 1. Got it. And they made that look pretty easy against the throw of the very talented Ice Runner team. Ice Runner is the king seat, so they will have to be double dipped. Is this going to be more of what we saw on Friday night, where 2 of the 3 king seat holders in the triples cricket got double dipped in 4 straight legs? Yep, this is the final. And boom goes the dynamite for Darcy Trinell, a.k.a. Batman. I love how Jason Barlow is still in the building by proxy with the song. Typically, his team names involve some sort of form of watermelon within it. It's because of this song. Only 38 from Gino, so not the start that he wanted. And Darcy can just close those 19s. And folks, just to let you know, we are approaching the 4 o'clock hour. Our goal is to be on the road, heading back to Indiana by 5. And while I'm excited to get home, and definitely miss my girls, so excited to see them and get some hugs from them, but I'm definitely bittersweet to leave Batavia once again, and the great tournament and the great people. And Darcy only 3, and I say only 3 because he was shooting a 7 before that, and Tim's coming up next to him. And Tim's 7 is now going to be harder for him to match. Some would say statistically impossible. But instead, he just goes ahead and throws worse than Darcy did with only a 2 mark. Now, that being said, it was because that first start was a huge blocker, just on the wire of the 2. Elmer says, see ya, on the 17s. Look at this aggressive play. He's only up 2 points, but tried for the whitey. Well, all right, 1-1 scoreline. I can't believe they rolled through that with the aggression. Only 2 points up, heading into the 4 last numbers they had to close. But 1-1. If Ice Runner wins this leg, Darcy and Elmer, they do win the tournament. And Tim Neal will have 3 first losers on the weekend. If last minute, with Gino and Tim win this leg, well, since it's the last match of the tournament for us to stream, obviously, we already know this is going to a double dip, and in which case it will be a last leg decider. Well, I'll say bye to you in a minute, obviously. All right, coasting right now. It's Gino and Tim through this last league decider of the first dip. Would like to return the favor from Friday night, where he was one of the teams that got smoked in 4 straight. Darcy, 6 on the 17s. And Gino might go close, close, close on the 17s, 16s, 15s. There goes the 17s. There goes the 16s. Boom goes the dynamite. I know, guys, it seems like I am clairvoyant in these situations and stuff like that, but really, it's easy to say that someone's going to shoot a great round of darts when it's a great dart player. And Gino Florian, boom goes the dynamite for that white horse that is effectively a coffin shot in this match. We might as well put that nail in the coffin because the Philly legend isn't going to miss 3 bowls here. Let's go to a double dip. For the last time, I'm going to say this. If I dip, you dip, we dip. And boy, are we dipping. Last minute ice runner. Folks in the chat, you guys don't actually talk very much in the chat anyway, but let us know who you got in this final. And I'm just going to go ahead and assume that no one's going to respond, except for Sean, maybe. And Sean, I think Sean deserves the Stetson hat, cowboy hat for the MVP this weekend as a viewer. It's not every day where you get tagged in the post yelling at you that you need to get down there because he's watching along. I could probably zoom in on this, folks, but that's no fun. Darcy got it. Yep, a couple holes inside. So let's start the second match. Race to 2, best of 3. All cricket. You just saw the cork to start it. And Batman's going to get us going. Will it be Darcy and Elmer capping off the cricket weekend with a victory? Or will the Philly legend and Gino Florian, who came back from like the 7th, 8th spot on the loser side, to roll all the way through this? And there are 68 of you watching along with us right now, not including me at 67. So all 67 people, we are hoping that next year you all make your way to this wonderful tournament. As Elmer, big 6 mark on the high ground. Gino points the 19s, but not enough for Darcy to really be worried, especially not now. He can stay if he wants, but that's a little bit of a blocker. Yeah, he tried to go to the right of it, unable to get the job done. A little bit surprised Tim threw that last start down. I don't think he was thinking there. So I think if he was thinking, he wouldn't have thought that. Chad, gotta let me know, where's that reference from? If you can tell me, you get a prize. There are no prizes. And it was going to be a big one. Five mark from Darcy there, continuing to just march along. And good 7 mark from Tim. 16-point lead. But, man, it's proven time and time again the high ground is so important in cricket. And there goes the 18s. Elmer, actually a little bit of a non-traditional way to shoot with the high ground. And huge shout out to Bear in the background, standing there watching this great final. There's a lot of people you meet here that become like favorites and that sort of thing. Her son Devlin was one of those first people 4 years ago. Well, that's a white horse from Darcy. The dark horse with a white horse. Or the dark knight with a white horse. That's what I meant to say. Tim with the very patented clap, even though he just did a hat trick, and he's throwing a 5. Gino needs just a lot of bowls, obviously. And then he needs to hope that there are some higher powers on his side here if they're going to win this leg. Because they're going to take a miracle at this point. And I do mean that in the godly sense. Because there goes the bowl, and just one dart at the 20 will do it. Darcy gets it done. 5-5-7 and a 4-5. 1-0 lead for Ice Runner as they take back control of this final and of the tournament. One leg away from the win. Does this go to a last leg decider? Yes. You know how I know? Because it's the last match of the evening, folks. As we want to make sure to point that out to you once again, all 68 of you watching along. MG, I actually don't remember what I said. All right. Gino. It's funny. Darcy shot a 5 in that last leg. And then this one starts off with a 2 mark, and boom goes the dynamite. Gino Florian, another 9. And another white horse. I think we've seen 3 white horses in this match. And they're kind of rare. Because you have to have a certain opportunity to shoot at them. And the fact that there's been 3 so far is just insane. And a 7 mark there from Tim. We're going to go to the distance, which we already knew that, right? I mean, they don't pay me the big bucks just to make up things. And plus, if I was wrong, you wouldn't hear about it again. So 1 point lead. So you're saying there's a chance, but no. Gino's going to go up there, start on the bowl with 5. Start on the bowl, Gino. You got 5 numbers open. The only reason this will go a little bit longer is if you leave the bowls. But that's not going to. I'm supposed to tell you guys that the new CDC tour card holder, Tim Neal, that I talked about earlier about that, is also now our To The Point Streaming sponsored, unsponsored player, our new one. Who would have thought? We didn't think he was this good at darts ever. And, man, he fooled us, huh? All right, as we go to the bullseye cam for the last time. See if Gino can win the diddle. And nope. And, well... That's one of those where it's so bad he couldn't even really be mad at. Is the start the difference? Who's it going to be? Does Darcy and Elmer from north of the border take down the title? Or is it going to be last minute? Who paired up today at the last minute? Darcy with a 7 mark opening. Tim needs at least 7 to match, but he would love all of them. And he loves it. Boom goes the dynamite for the Philly legend. This is going to be the best leg we see from all 4 players. And the only reason why I'm saying that is because the great players play the best when they need to the most. And right now, I mean, there's no other time than the last leg decider for the entire tournament. They started playing at 10 a.m. Ruh-roh. And Gino, 2 in the trip 7 and only a single 19 opens up the door wide for Darcy after a slack visit from Elmer. Darcy stays aggressive on the closes. And that is definitely a Canadian strategy when it comes to cricket. They are very much more aggressive when it comes to closing. Of course, you also would do stupid things to close out those 20s like Tim just did right there. 9 points down, but I think that is absolutely the right shot. Especially with, they were going to waste that first start at the close. Not wasted, they got the close, but you kind of had a feeling that they were going to close first. That's kind of been their strategy. And Gino, if he throws that first one in there, watch out. Good 5. Pops it in there for a 5. I'm surprised that Tim and Gino did not name their team name Christmas, because Tim is wearing bright red shoes and Gino is wearing bright green shoes. Like, I'm surprised they didn't come down, see each other, and be like, "Yep, we're partners." Only 3 for Tim. And there goes the 17s. Elmer moving over. Yeah, he's not. Now he'll point last start, I think. Nope, stays aggressive. Interesting, because I did point, but they are closing much quicker than I think most people would, and it's obviously working in this leg. This is about to be over, most likely. First start from Darcy is important. Going right at the bowl. A double for the title. Oh, however, he will be back. Philly, a good round. Does not quite get the point lead, but his last 3 darts will be a hat trick in this tournament. As he puts his darts in his pocket, he knows, as we all do. Elmer and Darcy are the champions. The Ice Runner duo gets the job done. And Tim Neal, impressive display. Consistently second place in every tournament he played in. So, with all different partners, including himself last night. So, guys, once again, I'm going to let you get, there's no surprise here, but that was our last match of the stream for us this weekend. We're going to get on the road here in about 50 minutes, hopefully, ideally. So, can't tell you much. We appreciate you joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure to be here live at the 10th annual Western New York Shootout, brought to you by Knox Amusement. From everybody at To The Point Streaming, myself, the Philly legend, Tim Neal, and the man, the myth, legend, Mr. Jason Ives. That's mine. We will see you next time. Have a good one.